Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'll just wait just some a few minutes to get more people join in, so I don't have to repeat myself because quite a number of you are interested in this. So I will not rush into just going into details before I repeat myself. So wherever you're joining in, as always, Gibone Okan, thank you so much. And Abiora says, good evening, sir. Jay Cisse says, good evening. Thank you, Jay. That's on Facebook and YouTube. I can see that 23 of you are connected already in my social media handles. And then on TikTok, I can see that 49 of you are already connected in 1 minute, and it's still going up. Let's see more connections there so that I don't have to repeat myself. Greetings. That somebody says greetings. That hello, my name is Fode Cisse from Gambia. Thank you, and he lives in Milan, in Italy. Good luck, man, sir. Gallo Cisse says, I believe this is a good initiative. Yankuba Ture sent his compliments. The numbers are still going up. We have 35 between all my other social media handles. So I think I will go into details when at 9:05. Let's give it another 3 minutes to see more people who are connected. We've got 58 connected on TikTok, and more are connected on between Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Yes, but mainly from Facebook. But thank you so much for taking your time and connecting. At 9:05 or 8 Gambian time, I will just start going into details, so we don't have people who come in late, and then I would have to then repeat myself. Yes, we've got 2 minutes to go. Let me see on TikTok who's connected. Wherever you're connecting from, just um, let me know. There's a lady called Ndei who says, good evening. I believe this is a good initiative. And we are very much interested in to the house you are selling, but they are way too expensive. Well, we are here to discuss that. You will know why it is expensive. Houses are not cheap anywhere in the world. But we will come into those details. But please let us be reasonable, understanding that everything has a price. But we are committed in doing everything possible. Kek Sane, thank you very much. I am coming for my service plot. Thoughtful initiative. Thanks, Keks. Stay connected, and yes, we will just come out with the details. And housing. It is said that it's a basic human need, but everybody has a responsibility in this. But we must have the basic understanding of whose responsibility it is to play the different roles. And there are public institutions that are responsible for providing housing for certain category of society. So the private sector cannot take up that responsibility. It is not possible. There's nowhere in the world where the private sector takes up that responsibility. So, but we have a social responsibility to a certain extent, and that's what we're trying to perform to the best of our ability. So it's already 5 minutes past 9. I have 76 people who are connected on TikTok, and between Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, Instagram, but mainly Facebook, we have about 70 people connected. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first, let me thank you for taking time to connect. Since I made a post this morning, just asking to understand what is it that certain category of society can afford. So we try and come up with something that they can pay for. As you know, the first thing that you do in getting a property is the land. And that has been around in the Gambia for a long time, and not only in the Gambia, in so many African countries. If you look back, the government has always been allocating land, and also Social Security and Housing Finance and Corporation has also been developing land, sites, and services, and then selling them. They were being sold. So I don't think for the past 8 years or so, Social Security has had any um, uh, sites and services, but maybe they are planning it. So we fill in some of these gaps from the private sector. So, as most of you will know, we are the pioneer in housing development in the Gambia, which started since 1998. Very soon it will be over, coming to about 30 years or so. And for that reason, we have been able to expand to other West African countries and doing bigger things there. So most recently, we have been trying to develop cities, because we are improving our delivery services in terms of providing homes. So now, instead of building estates, we try to build cities, and there are good reasons for it. And that is why it is being applauded across the sub-region, and where they're doing these things, building these cities. But all the same, anytime on social media, which everybody knows that I am very active, quite a number of you will complain about how expensive our houses are. Let us just start from there and understand what makes up a house. What makes up the house is the land. Every parcel of land that we are building now, we buy them. We buy them from the open market. So somebody needs to pay for it, and we don't have the money. That should be clearly understood. That in business, you sort out financing. We go and borrow money, and we borrow money from the banks, and the banks will have interest on it, and we pay them. We are constantly doing that, both internationally and also locally. So when we borrow money, that's part of the cost. Then we buy the land. Most of the land we all know that are being owned by communities, by local owners of the land. So these days, the value of the land is so high that we pay a lot for it. So we buy the land. After buying the land, the next thing is we, at our level, and the things that we do is to service the land. We don't just buy land and cut it and give it to you like that. We make sure that drainage is done. In some cases we don't do the roads, we just put laterite. But most recently, like in TAF City, we are doing concrete roads, interlocking concrete roads. Then we put the power. In TAF City, the power is underground, which is expensive. And then you have solar lights, and then it is fenced, it is gated. So all those are costs. What we make as the developer is we put a margin on it. And in development, when you do this development, you'll be lucky if you make 20% of it. So the cost of these houses, are beyond certain means. That is the reality, and it happens all over the world. So when people say that our houses are expensive, whatever, I do understand that, yes, everybody needs a house, but there's nothing we can do about it. So what I thought about the reason why I am now engaging at this level, we have been buying land and banking it in certain localities. We bought them. For example, in Faraba, we have some few parcels of land there. because we were thinking that, look, Faraba is going to expand because of the university. So we bought from the locals there. And then in Sanyang, we have some few parcels there, and also in Berending, which was bought from the local community. So I am thinking that, look, what can I do probably with these parcels of land? Have them done to the most affordable, because access to land is very difficult and it's expensive. So we are not thinking on this scheme on building anything. We're not thinking of building it. So we'll cost it in such a way that it will be affordable. And we think that something like 5-year payment plan, we are going to see whether it will fit in. So our thinking, our plans are that we work out the cost. Now we've done some forms. There are some forms that we have done because in any business that you do, you need to do a market study. And that is why today in my post, I asked, what do you think that you can pay by the month? Because that's where it starts. Because everybody who buys any product must be making a living. You must work and earn a salary or do a business to go and buy any commodity, commodity that you need. Somebody has to pay for it. But we understand that not everybody can afford, the same quality or the same price. So we have done a form, and in the form we have asked that within 5 years, what do you think that you can pay monthly? We have noticed that quite a number of people are comfortable paying $5,000 per month for a plot. So 5,000, then some say that they can pay 10,000, some can pay 20,000, some can pay 30,000. What we've decided with my team is that we are going to now forward these forms. And please, you can circulate it to friends, family members, and submit it back to us. So you put your name, put in your telephone number, your email address, and then we've given you these options. So in these options, you can tick what you think that you can afford. So we will now try to demarcate, all these plots as reasonable as possible, because then we need to limit the amount of cost that we put there. So for example, the roads, most likely we'll just demarcate everything, grade the road, grade the earth, compact it. Electricity, we will bring the wires overhead. Some of this land, the places there is no water supply. So we will have to probably put a borehole and run a pipe. But all these are costs. And then we'll really minimize our margins. So that's the thinking. So you will get the forms. If my team are there, if Alpha is there, Yabajan has designed a form. If you can post the form so that people can download it, or if anybody is there who is interested, kindly send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com. That's our email address. For those of you, I'm just going to sign it now, info@taf Africa Global, tafafricaglobal.com. Okay, I've just typed it out. So please, we prefer communicating by email. I know some people want to talk to me, some are asking for my numbers. I will not give my number to anybody, or even if you call, I cannot take it. My responsibilities are just beyond that. I mean, I cannot run the whole business myself. So please, gentlemen, ladies, if you are interested, I have sent the email address of the company. If you have anything that you want to ask, if you send an email within 24 hours, you will get a response. I've typed it out there, I think, but it went on YouTube. So please, 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 let me just do it on Facebook. So people will get it. Our email address, it's info at TAF Africa Global .com. So info at TAF Africa Global. I've just typed it out on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, because most of you are connected on Facebook, you will see our email address. This is the email to send your messages. Binta Jana is there. Binta has typed it out. Binta, also send them your numbers because you are the people that they should contact, and the form will be shared. Please ask the Abajan to share the form now. What's his name? Alpha. The form was done, it is approved, we'll share the form, and you can fill the form so that we'll do this, we'll conduct this study. And once we have this study, we will then now work on these plots that I've told you to demarcate it, and then definitely we would like to give it out on a 5-year payment plan. But when you also buy anything, especially things that you have to pay a deposit, there must be a deposit. We'll try to make the deposit as small as possible so that we'll know who's serious and all the conditions will be there. But all the same, if anybody is interested in something beyond that, for example, TAF City, where the infrastructure is very expensive, we are here also to help you out. So this is the reason why I wanted to go live. I can see that on TikTok, as at now, we have about 96 people who are connected, and then on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, we've got about 103 people who are connected. So between these two, we've got almost 200 of you who are there. So basically, we are here to do our best, in try to mitigate the housing deficit and the housing supply. But you need to understand also that things are beyond our control. We are a private housing development company, and because we are private, we pay taxes. We don't have any concession whatsoever from government. So everything we buy from the open market. So therefore, there's a limit to how low the prices can be. If there are any questions, I will just glance through very quickly. Let me go on Facebook and to see what I can respond to. Please, if you have a question, I know some compliments do come in, but let's see if you have any question you want me to clarify. Just drop them in and I will respond. I mean, quite a number of I'm coming for okay, fine. I mean, I haven't seen questions that are really concerned. People have just saying where they're watching from. Some of them are compliments, prayers. I can't wait to know the details. Yeah, so please, the link will be shared. And then if you drop your email address on the email that I sent you, then we will send you the form. Some of your customers in diaspora use our platform, yeah, Apple Pay to pay their mortgages. Are you open using us as method of accepting payment? Yes, why not? That's Ian Savage. Yes, anything that we can do for payment. Ian, your best bet is to reach out to Yabajan. If you're still on Ian, and Yabajan's email is bnjai@tafafricaglobal.com. She's the general manager and she handles this. You should reach out and see what you can do with her on this. Because yes, we need some method of some fast way of making payments. I haven't seen really questions that are coming up. So it means that we are very clear. How about buying the land and including the house, that family as part of the deal? Samina said the land alone is expensive for some people, not to talk about a house. So if we build a house, people cannot afford it. And that's what we are doing. We're doing it in tough city, and we know that not everybody can afford it. That is why we're just doing land so that it can be affordable. So you start with the land, then later you can now get your own money, and then build your own house. If you want to go into the category that we are trying to address, we cannot build houses for them. They cannot afford it. They will always tell you, yes, it's too expensive. So that's it's impossible. There's nowhere, as far as I know, where the private sector can build these houses and people can afford it. Great. Ian said that he discussed with Modunjai. That's fair. That's fine. Take it off from there. Share the live video. We will watch it, please. Okay, yeah, it's on. So it's going to explain everything around the great business of yours, trying to serve people to own house and live in it. That's what we're trying to do. I know people say this all the time. Oh, your houses are expensive, but look, we don't manufacture cement. We don't buy any of this. We don't manufacture any of these materials. We buy them, and when you buy them, it's a price. You buy them for a price, and you have to pay for it. So, unfortunately, that is the reality. Yes, Binta has shared the email address. So please use email. It's faster and people will get your contacts. Hello, good evening from the UK, Mustafa. I will be contacting your team about purchasing in the Gambia. Thank you. That's miscellaneous Mimi. Great. So nice one. Thank you. Karen, do you have email address for inquiries? Roxy Hart. Yes, we do. It's info at tafafricaglobal.com. Roxy Hart, you're asking for inquiries. Everything goes to info at tafafricaglobal.com. If you go through all the comments, you will see it. And I said, how many bedrooms are the properties? We have different properties. I mean, and Roxy, please send an email, then they will give you the details. We have so many properties with different prices. Mamadou Diouf says, where is the estate located? I just joined. Yes, we have some land in Pirang, we have some in Sanyang, we have some in Berending. Because as I said, we are trying to go low on the price. So we bought some local land, and that's what we are trying to sort out, and the details will come out. But in the meantime, send your email address, your contacts, and then we will now send you the details. If it's land that is hard to find, would you possibly buy land from people and build them a house as part? No, we cannot. Samina, when you're calling for the impossible, this is a business being run, and the reason why there are not many people in this business because it's a tough game. Yes, great. Some people are dropping their emails. That's fine. If you drop your email now, my staff will go through these communication and then send you an email. Probably for some of you, it's faster. I can see Aduna Habibi Dunya. Okay, is Staff City already built? If so, how much? JC say, please, please, please. Tough City is being developed, and we have 3 estates that are ready. And send your email through the contact, and they will contact and give you the prices. You would consider the Gambian workforce from Gambia. Please, I am not an NGO. I have explained myself. The people think that we own this and we just build and give to people. That's not happening anywhere in the world. So it will not happen in the Gambia. So there's nothing like considering the Gambian workforce and the non-Gambian workforce, or those you consider to be rich and those who are not rich. It's a product, like the way we buy everything, like the way you will buy rice. You cannot go and say, okay, the price of rice for the Gambian workforce, it's $1,000, and then for the non-Gambian workforce, it's 1,500. Life doesn't work like that. So please, we would want to do our best, but we have our limitations. Also, people need to know TAF City have a cost of 500. And Sumana Bari, that's a service charge, but you can still talk to the agents. We are here to try to understand on this platform now, how much do people think that they can afford to pay on a monthly basis? So we'll structure and see whether we can deliver only plots that people will be able to pay like this. Good evening. Is there going to be a down payment and monthly payment? Yes. Langboy, there will be a down payment. We have not come to those prices yet. We are just trying to make a study at the moment, and to understand exactly, we need to talk to you people. We need to do a market study, and that's what we are doing now. I want to know the cost of the house. We're not building house for the purpose of this, please. How much is land at Tap City? Send an email. We have service land there. They will tell you. Great initiative. Longboy, yes, please send an email. Yes. Good evening, Amina from Niger State. Yes, thank you. I'm really interested, but I want to build a house, my dream house. Yes, you can build your house. Buy the land, build your house. Good afternoon. Do you have houses for sale in Ghana? No, we don't. I will follow with him. Regards. That's fine. Do you have service plot for Sierra Leone? No, we don't have for Sierra Leone for now. How much is the service plot? No, we haven't priced it yet. So the email addresses are there. They're all coming up. Just drop your email and you will be contacted. I think for now, what about mortgage for 20 years, like in the West? Well, we're not living in the West, Moduba. I cannot control that. I mean, that's for banks. Banks are the ones who give out mortgages. If you come to the West, it's the banks and mortgage companies that do. And there's a long story behind that. So, as an individual, I am a developer and I don't give out mortgages. So, I think for now, um, I haven't seen much questions being asked. Let me just try and go into TikTok to see if there's anything I can respond to there. There are 95, 96 who are connected on TikTok now. Uh, and let me see. Anybody who's on TikTok, please send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com, and then you can also send a WhatsApp number is 776-2333 or 376-2333. Those are the numbers that you can send on WhatsApp, and there are the sales executives are all there ready to pick up your calls. Great. We are very much interested in the house. Okay. Well, if you're interested in the house, we have houses for sale. So just send your message there. And yes, we have houses for sale at TAF City. Patrick Kolka said, I really admire you. I once met you in Gambia. That's fine. To our colleague to give us that's fine. I mean, thanks for the acquaintances. I'm also from South Africa. Yes. Okay, great. So if you go, well, that's on YouTube. The form has been now, it's both on YouTube and Facebook. The forms are there. So please, everybody who's connected on Facebook, I have just shared the form on Facebook. Click on there and send response. It's a very simple form. On YouTube, it's also there. On YouTube and Facebook, it's all there, and you can feel it, you download it, feel it, and then send it over so that we can start this program. So hopefully, in the few coming months, we should be able to come up with a price. So for now, it's 9:28. As always, I just want to make this short for 30 minutes, and then I will log off. If you are on Facebook, you can follow the page, and it will be posted. I will also try and post it on YouTube. Sorry, on TikTok, so you can follow the conversation, or you can also share it. So this is it. Let me just remind you again that the numbers to call on WhatsApp are 776-2333. Obviously, you know the country code, which is +220. And then the other number on WhatsApp is 376-2333. 376-2333. And the email is info@tafafricaglobal.com. So we have 1 minute to go. I would like to hang up after 1 minute. I want to thank all of you for taking time to connect on this live broadcast. We hope we will be able to achieve this. I've seen the prizes that people are asking for. That's why we have the forms, so that we will try to make our best in fulfilling the delivery of housing to the general population. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you so much. This was a very short live broadcast on all our social media handles. Kindly send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com, or you send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com. It's 9. It's sorry. It's actually I think it's 8:30 to the dot. So so we're going to end this, and if you want, you can just share this or follow the conversation to get all the answers. Thanks again, and thanks to my team as always, Alpha, for being there, getting all the equipment to work uh, properly. And I appreciate the staff also, Yabajan, general manager, and the staff, all those who are in sales. So, and the rest of the team. It was a great one. We had up to about 100 who got connected on the live between YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok also went all the way to 100. It was a good one. Thank you, and God bless you all.